That's right, everybody. We're back again with the finale, long-awaited finale of 10 Dates. A game that has been very close to our hearts, and good lord, it has provoked a fair amount of discussion. Should we go for Azalea? Should we go for Toni? Well, it's almost been a bitter feud, I can say, between viewers, between people getting involved in the live chat. So many people were fiercely dogmatic about which one of these wonderful, wonderful women we should take on our third date and completely screw the night up with. But I think it's fair to say we're going to be going for Toni. That is certainly where the viewers seem to be leaning more than anywhere else. Now, before I get into it, before I start embracing the whole scenario, what I of course invite you to do, as I always invite you to do, is get involved, like the video, smash that like button. That's what they say. Apparently these days, if you say very clearly for YouTube, loud enough to hear, smash that like button, the like button on your screen will actually glow red, I am told. If someone says, make sure you hit like will glow red. So tell me if that's actually happening for you right now. I'm going to say it again in a moment. Keep your eyes on the like button and click that like button. And if it glows, well, I'm going to be amazed. I'm going to be amazed at how YouTube has advanced. You know, in my day, the height of technology in YouTube was the video response. You could actually click video response and create a video in response to another video. It was like a retweet or a reply. Technology, look how it's advanced. Now YouTube will actually hear you say, smash that like button, and like will apparently glow when you do so. That's what I'm told anyway. So I need all of you people watching live right now to actually tell me in the chat whether indeed the like button did glow for you. Was it as good for you as it was for me when I made that declaration? And if you are watching live, of course, in all sincerity, please do click like, because it will help this video appear in other people's subscription feeds. So remember, click that like button. Link the Vampire said I didn't see it glow, but maybe that's because I already liked. Well, look at you, Link the Vampire. You're the only person who has. You're the only person who has liked the video. So you miss out. You miss out on the wonderful visual effect that is a red border around the like button. That is what I'm told happens. So I suggest, without further ado, as we have a live and engaged viewer, I wasn't expecting a flood of people to come in to watch the end of 10 Dates. As you can see from the title, I decided to go for Toni. So, and I think with good cause, Toni seemed to have the most natural connection. I had one of our regular viewers, Victoria, hello JunkBucket50, say that Toni apparently has all kinds of red flags, and I want to avoid spoilers, but as I expressed to Victoria, when I see a red flag, I'm like a bull. I charge at it. It's red flag is a massive thing for me as Ryan in character. We've got sufficient people watching live right now that a lot of you could be smashing that like button so that it pops up in other people's subscription feeds. So do everyone a favor. Make this pop up on their phones and on their computers and wherever else they're watching this hell. Because if you like it, it will propagate, which means we get more people in the chat, which makes this a more dynamic environment. That's what we like. We like dynamic environments here. JunkBucket50 wants to know, what in the world is this? Well, what in the world this is 10 Dates. We are on our final date, JunkBucket. We have the choice here of Azalea and Toni. I'm going to call Toni.
Hey, Toni. I had a really good time the other night, so I was wondering if you would like to meet up and we could go get a drink.
Oh, what's she going to say? Is she going to say yes?
Yes, I hope your leg's doing better.
I've got all kinds of plans for that leg.
Okay, so
I've seen the film Crash.
Where we can do that, and that'll be great. And
I hope you have a caliper on that leg now.
Okay. Yes. See you later.
Ryan,
Bye.
you should have gone for Misha. She was right beside you all along, but then she did just let out a strange squeal.
It's a relief.
It is a relief. It's like a gallstone passing. Ah, London. Final time. Extra time. There we go.
Oh, you're the sweetest, Ryan.
I do not.
Are we in the
mention
same venue as
There
before?
you go.
No, we're in a
Thank you.
Weatherspoons, aren't
I'm
we?
gonna have
We know
the
how to treat a
dirtiest,
bird.
unhealthiest burger there is.
And I think that I will join you in that.
Great.
No, we have different burgers. We're not joining. I'm not sharing a burger with anyone. They went to the trouble of tearing the burger apart.
Well, I never get to drink on the off season, so getting in now.
Should you not be more healthy though if you're less active?
I'm like my
Ryan,
dad.
yeah.
No, sorry, I don't.
You
mean-
I'm
are
like,
being a
messing
little
with you. I even brought a
dictatorial.
game for
Emphasis on the
tonight.
dick.
Had so much time on my hands, I made a game.
No way.
Christ.
Yeah.
Why
Right, we
can't
got
people on dates just have conversations?
2 piles.
I always go back to
We've
this.
got 2
Just
piles.
discuss what you've been watching on
And then these ones,
Netflix.
they're photos of you
It's
and
a
me.
very easy
Dare
thing
I
to
ask
have
how
a
you
date.
got them?
You don't need to.
Social media.
I love games as much as the next, but probably
Okay,
more.
what are the other 2 piles?
I mean,
Captions.
the
So
ne-
what, how
clues
does
in
it-
the
what are the
name.
rules of the game? What do we do then?
We take it in turns to pick a photo and a caption and see
I
what
like her
combination we
jacket.
get.
Okay, here we go. Will you do photo card first? I'll do caption.
Yep.
This seems like a real crapshoot for screwing up the date.
Okay. Oh no. No, that photo is of when I'm in school.
Yeah.
And we had a pajamas
Where'd you get it
party,
from, Tony?
and, I
Where'd
went a
you
little
find
bit
my
further than everyone else.
photos?
Everyone wore their own pajamas, but I went and actually bought women's silk pajamas, pink, which I think is my
You
color.
had pocket money
Gorgeous.
that enabled you to buy silk
What were you like
pajamas.
at school? What, like, if you were in a high school movie, what clique would you be in?
Oh God.
Yeah, good question. What clique would Ryan be in? Because I don't think he's a jock. I think we went for Ryan in this playthrough works in finance, doesn't he? He works in finance. He's a spiritualist financier. Junk Bucket says they should use tarot cards instead. We've done tarot cards. We did that in 5 dates, Junk Bucket 50. If you watched 5 dates, you would have seen us match perfectly with Saffron and our tarot cards. Even though I went for upside down tarot cards each time, not understanding the way they worked, I somehow convinced her to tour the world with me. So don't tell me about tarot cards. I'm going to say I was the outsider. I'm going to... Yeah, the law, Junk Bucket, is a meta plot. Keep up.
Yeah, I didn't really belong to a clique. I was a bit of a loner.
Too cool for that shit.
Me? No. I wish you had told me that back then.
Well, hey, being the sporty tomboy hardly got me the cool points.
Look at us now. The cool cats. Next round.
Well, see, that
Yeah,
didn't seem to
this time,
send her
you
off.
pick a photo of me.
She didn't go
Yeah.
running.
Okay, cool. What's that?
Upside
man,
down.
I lost my shit when we won that game.
You ever seen an
I scored a
upside down
last-minute
photo
winner.
before? They're
You
crazy.
scored. I didn't think you had that in you.
Absurd.
I'll take that.
I'm only kidding. What's the caption?
Tony, after hearing about Brexit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, my real reaction was actually the complete opposite.
Oh, I
of
like
that,
Tony even
although
more now.
I
You know
thought it was
what?
the same
We've
for my
joked about
wider
Brexit.
family.
Why did they vote to leave Europe?
Yeah.
We've joked about Brexit a fair amount during this actual play. I've been waiting for a date to emerge who asks me, so what are your thoughts on leaving the European Union and those unelected bureaucrats in Brussels? It's never come up. And so I can tell you right now that from the bottom of my heart, that's somewhere down here, I am cock-a-hoop that we finally get to discuss Brexit in this game. And it sounds like I'm about to date someone whose family is pro-leave. You'd think 10 years on, almost, those wounds would have healed, but it seems not.
The European Union stood for a lot of things that they didn't believe in. But I know we should steer clear of politics. It's ancient news, right?
Oh my god! We actually get to weigh in politically. Kudos to Wales Interactive for putting such a hard question. Around the time the vote was going on, someone actually asked me to make a video about it. I think that video is still on my channel. It's called Tea and Brexit. So someone wanted to know what's my favourite tea and what was I voting in the referendum. And I said then, and I maintain now, that while I voted Remain, and happily so, I wasn't going in with the view that every single person that voted Leave is a racist, is a bigot, or anything like that, or that all of the ideas they had were completely dumbfounded. I researched both sides and came to the conclusion that Remain made a lot more sense. That it was the safer option. It offered me things that I appreciated more than Leave. Frankly, there was nothing that I could see that would benefit the country more widely than remaining in the EU. Now, I'm still waiting to be proven wrong, because look at where we are. So I'm going to say Ryan is one of the good guys and not an evil fucking maniac, and he voted Remain.
Yeah, no, I voted Remain as well.
Brexit really hit home with my industry. We have so many amazing foreign players, coaches, the fans. It just felt like a big screw you.
And at least those English clubs will get English players now, unlike those foreign Okoviches and Bergkamps.
Yeah.
Oh, no! I keep telling Misha to delete that photo.
What is the context of this glorious photo?
What's so glorious?
What got Ryan through the COVID-19?
Oh my God, we're really raking up.
No baking banana bread or 5k runs.
Trigger warnings. It's 6 feet.
Hours a day.
Oh jeez, I can't believe that bloody virus took 2 whole years of our lives.
Well, it ended some
I don't want to dwell on it,
lives,
but
Tony.
Did it affect you much, or?
I mean, obviously professional sports shut down for a bit.
Camera needs to be raised a little, I think, on Tony.
I mean, my
there we
family definitely suffered mentally. We're such a social family, and we were just stripped of it. It really.
Junk Bucket wants me to make Ryan an anti-vaxxer.
For me as well. Like, I was living alone during it. I didn't have a garden. I didn't have a balcony or anything.
I was in a bunker.
I literally had zero face-to-face contact for weeks and weeks.
We just got to make up for lost time then.
I've got something to stick up your nose.
Out of curiosity,
test your tonsils.
Did you get vaccinated?
I didn't actually. No, I was worried it'd be detrimental to my sporting performance.
Well, couldn't COVID have an effect on your sporting performance?
I mean, yeah, but getting the vaccine was something I had control over.
Oh no! Oh no! Junk Bucket. No, God. Well, Victoria suddenly hoves in. Thank you. We've already warned the viewers, Victoria, that there was going to be a red flag, and I didn't know it was this. Hello, Richie Rua. Toni didn't believe in the COVID vaccine, so she still is not vaccinated. Well, she won't be going to Chaosium Con. Oh. Well, I'm going to challenge. I'm sorry. I've got to. I've got my principles. Not only did I vote Remain, Oh, okay, look, Richie Rua, I just came back from London. I tried out your example from the game. Didn't get a date, but I did get a restraining order. To be honest, that's the next best thing. It means you tried. Maybe a little too hard. I'm going to challenge this absolute tomfuckery, RFK Jr. bullshit, don't get vaccinated so I can carry on playing football. What was the vaccine going to do to you to stop you from playing football, you fucking moron?
I don't really agree, though, because it's like thousands and thousands of professional sports people got the vaccination and had no effects whatsoever.
I don't know if that's entirely true. I mean, the media stifled a lot of stories.
Why would they do that?
No.
I've done my research, Rye. I've got no problem with people getting it, but that doesn't mean I have to.
So, in real life, I probably wouldn't persist. Because it's clearly she's feeling defensive. It's clear she's feeling defensive with good reason. She's a cretin. And yet, you know, I want to challenge her on this, but I'm not. There's no point. I'm not going to change her mind at this point, am I? And moving on is the polite thing to do. I don't have to date her again. It's not like she's going to give me COVID. After all, I've been vaccinated. She's the one who's at risk. So let's move on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I suppose everyone has the right to choose what goes into their body.
Normally I'd make an innuendo, but let's move on.
Yeah, please.
Let's move on. What do you reckon? You one more round in you?
It doesn't date
on
the
then.
game, Richie. I completely disagree. I don't think it dates the game at all. I think you've still got morons in the world.
Okay.
But I didn't read it. So this card, why not?
Tony, I have a question about this card.
Shit. I don't know how that got in there.
So I'm not the only guy you've played this game with.
The game's a dating staple of mine. My ex gave me the idea.
I
mean,
don't...
I'm really sorry you had to find out like this.
Oh, fuck off. I don't care if you've got exes.
He is a pretty good-looking dude. He's got a little bum chin, mind you, but he's still pretty good-looking.
All looks, no chat.
Well, Ryan, I'm glad
I
you're
know
walking with
dating
this stuff to
multiple
listen
people
to.
is
Just
not a way,
my voice talking over other voices. I'm sure it's a lot
to
of
find out
fun.
than this, but I'm not going to hold
And
it.
Sharky, as
You
always, a
gotta-
delight to see
There's
you
some
around,
people who feels
Sharky.
right
Make
for
sure
you.
you hammer that like
Also, by
button.
the way, I reckon my chances are pretty
And
good
Gentleman's
against
Guide to Dating.
I love that.
you. What was the caption?
That's what I should have called this. Oh,
Tony's secret talent.
Okay, moving swiftly
the shine is
on,
off the apple,
bar that little tiny speed
Tony.
bump. Yeah,
we'll
the game was
pretend-
great. It's amazing.
I just
Yeah.
did it for jokes. I wasn't anticipating
We'll
it.
pretend
Reveals
this went
so
well.
much about each other.
we might do something at the end of it. London, London, London. Drinks, drinks, drinks. We will.
I could get used to this injury malarkey.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
we're still gonna.
Injuries are an
let's be
occupational
clear.
hazard. All it
Have
takes is one wrong
moderately
movement or a bad
adventurous sex.
tackle from an opponent.
Yeah, but plus,
But-
it doesn't seem too serious.
There will
I
be
mean,
no
it's not
callback.
career threatener. But I've seen it happen to mates with ACLs and broken legs.
Because I can put myself through certain things. As Ryan, I'm in character.
Thinks I should get into property.
But
So I'm gonna do a
I
course for
don't
my
want
rehab.
to form a long-term relationship with an anti-vaxxer. I'm going to challenge whatever she just said.
Look, I appreciate that your dad is clearly a big influence on you, but should you not
This
have
is
some
how I
say
am on real
in what
dates.
you
So I
do
just
for your
talk
next
over
steps?
the other person.
I'm not a child who just does what she's told. I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't interested in it.
But like, why don't you explore what you are passionate about? It just seems like your dad is making all your big life decisions for you.
Definitely didn't tell me to start dating. Yeah, she told me not to.
Oh, fuck it. I'm
starting to see
persisting.
why.
This is already going to be... I'll go for a... Yeah, go for broke.
Yeah, well, how about this? Humor me, all right? Are you interested in property?
Don't know yet.
Okay, exactly. So what are you already interested in?
Well, I want to make games.
Like this?
Oh,
Board games, card games.
don't do it.
But it's... I need a stable career after football.
No, but look, I bet he would understand. At the end of the day, he
If
loves
you're
you.
good enough at football,
wants you to
you
be
won't
happy.
need another career.
So
could
you have just got
retire
to stand
off all
up
the
for what you
millions.
want. Otherwise, you're going to go into a career that... I mean, like you said, you don't even know if you're interested in it.
So I become a
See what you're saying.
motivational speaker.
So we have probably reached that stage of the evening where we should put our cards on the table. That was not a pun.
You cheesy bastard. Yeah, I think so too.
Look, I'm not going to get lucky if I just say let's be friends, am I? So, unfortunately, my hopes have shot down. I am not... This is no longer the Gentleman's Guide to Dating. This is the Dirty Weasel's Guide to Dating. And Ryan is that dirty weasel. You see... The discussion about Brexit, I like her. She seems fine. She voted Remain. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of lovely people that voted Leave. All her family voted Leave. So I'm not saying that's a strike against her, but it does mean there could be some awkward dinner conversations. We can put that to the side. She didn't get vaccinated because she believed that it might affect her footballing performance or some bullshit because she's done her research. Don't believe what the mainstream news says. That was a pretty black mark against Toni being a long-term interest, I think. It isn't my job to educate and make you somehow a more informed person, Toni. Wow, we've got probably a record amount of engagement here. People really wanted us to make it with Toni. Victoria thinks it's anti-vax propaganda. Everyone says this should be the gentleman's guide to dating. Richie Rua says this is like watching live leak footage of the Rwandan genocide. Ham and Egg Sani says afternoon. Hi, Ham and Egg. Dove Sun Seed Sword, a character from Exalted. Clearly, I'm getting the douche chills. This is the strangest date I've ever seen. And Richie Rowe has pointed out that it's an odd combination, anti-vaxxing and Remain, and not as odd as you'd think. There are plenty of idiots on all sides of the political spectrum. So I'm going to go for I Like You, but out of character. We're not calling her back after we have fun.
I really like you. We've laughed a lot, got serious the odd time.
She doesn't have a terribly enthusiastic
You're still
face.
on rings around me.
Expression. Oh, God.
I kind of hope you feel the same.
I'm glad you said it first, Ryan, lad, because I would have fluffed it. I totally feel the same way.
Oh, you sandbagged me, Toni.
So, can I kiss you?
You're gonna have to. I can't lean in, lad.
Oh, shit.
Snap!
Okay?
That would have been
Cost me 2
fantastic.
weeks. It's fine.
Oh,
That would have
God,
been
I'm sorry.
amazing.
It's all right.
I wish.
Don't tell your dad.
I fucking
Rachel, on the first
wish
kiss?
her leg had just buckled. Ryan and Toni are having a blast together tonight. He attends all her football matches and starts every chant. Anti-vaxxer. COVID lies. My girlfriend doesn't believe in vaccines. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Ivermectin. Oh dear. Fuck you, Pfizer. AstraZeneca. It's not the end I was hoping for. You know, looking at all of these actors right now, I've seen a few of them in other features, although the actors from 5 Dates seem to have had more success. The one who was playing the Spanish lady in 5 Dates has been in a very big TV series right now called Industry. So there you go. This game is clearly, or 5 Dates was clearly a springboard to greater success. Less so 10 Dates. I'm not suggesting any of the actors were bad. I think they were all stellar. Absolutely stellar. But the characters were certainly less likeable. And no, you're right, John Bucket, there isn't an insincere option. I wish I could just manipulate them and string them along in an emulation. Oh my god, oh there we go. I thought you couldn't escape then. I didn't read Toni's DMs, I didn't draw something rude or challenge Toni about the unknown man. Well, there's an achievement I have failed to get. And Richard says, I think it's interesting that so many of the protagonists are seemingly from immigrant backgrounds. Oh, you mean the people I could date? No, it's in London. I think that's fair. There's a lot of... London is a very diverse country. Well, it might as well be. If you're not in London, you're scum. Well, that's 10 dates done. And I did get the question, are you going to go through it again? And the answer to that is... Oh, the people we play, says Richie. I don't think Misha was from a particularly diverse background. I mean, she has the name Misha, but she was English. Ryan was Irish. Where was Vinny from? Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, yes, I was asked, are you going to play through it again and unlock more? And the answer to that is a simple no. What would the Garou Nation think of 5 dates? Wouldn't know, Dove Sun Seed Sword, because in 5th edition there is no Garou Nation. And that's the edition of Wealthy Apocalypse now. The Red Talons would tear them all apart as a bunch of failures. I think we met our share of Silver Fangs and Shadow Lords. Clearly Ryan was a Fianna, sorry, Heart Warden. And we'll call Misha a Silent Strider, because she strode through our heart, but silently. Now that is 10 dates. We're not playing it again. But we will try another Wales interactive game at some point this week, maybe even later today. We'll have to see. I might come back and do another one, because I got a whole load of these games in a big bundle, and I do enjoy these FMV games. They make for very good fun. Richie Rose says we had a rule here that if anyone couldn't pronounce Fianna properly, they couldn't play as them. Sharky wrapped up just in time for the new Zomboid build to release, it seems. There's another Project Zomboid build? Really? Really? Ooh, well, I don't know why I'm actually checking that on my phone right now, but I'm going to check that on my phone. Is there? Is there? Really? Ooh. Yes, there is! Oh, apparently it's incredibly unstable. Okay. But that's good. We're very near build 43 of Project Zomboid, so we will have to give that a go. But yes, we will give another FMV game a go, and then we will consider jumping away from this particular genre of games and play something else. If there is a game you want to see me play, please suggest it. Make sure it's a game that can actually be narrated over without completely ruining it. A couple of people have said, I'd really like to see you play Disco Elysium, and I love Disco Elysium, but there is nothing I could say that could improve on that game. The dialogue is absolutely essential to that game, so I would just be playing it quietly, which doesn't really help anyone. Another person said Hollow Knight. Someone wanted to see me play Cuphead. I could probably do those too. Any kind of Metroidvania is workable, and Cuphead, I'll show off my elite platforming skills. And 42 multiplayer is still not out, Junk Bucket. No, I don't believe so. What old game with the pigeons? Let's see. I'm going to have to check now. Is Build 42 multiplayer? No. No, it's mostly about zombie heat maps. I don't know what old game with the pigeons you're talking. Aviary Attorney. That must be it. And of course, there's always things like Doki Doki Literature Club, but everyone knows about Doki Doki now, so there's not much point doing that. But things like visual novels, RPGs, you know, broken sword style, old point and clicks, pretty easy to do. But I am always happy to see suggestions. Please leave them in the comments on this video rather than the chat, because I may well forget about them if they're in the chat. But there's a few people saying Hateful Boyfriend, that pigeon game, Katawa Shoujo. I don't know that one. But it is time now to finally wrap up 10 dates. So I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you want to have a real influence over what I play, pay me. Go on over to patreon.com/Matthew Dawkins or PayPal MatthewPeterDawkins@gmail.com. Wang me a few dollary doos, and I always appreciate the support. This channel's going to run whether you're paying me or not, but times are always hard in the creative industry, and anything you want to send my way, if you enjoy these videos, is hugely appreciated. Buy me some new threads so I can go out on my own 10 dates. Anyway, I am going to call it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time with a new game. Bye bye.